So where I left off was I got most of the tiles cut, but spacing was a little off because everything's an eighth of an inch, which is going to be the width of the grout line. So everything's pretty good, but once you get to the end, my measurements were, or the cuts or something was just a tiny bit off. So once you get to the end, it's a little bit of a gap on the bottom and the top row. So to remedy that, I'm gonna just make this tile right here slightly longer just to make up for it. You won't really be able to tell, and then everything will be even and it'll look a lot cleaner than shifting everything over and then having a gap on the end or whatnot. So I think that's just the easiest way to go about it. I am gonna tile this bottom shelf, just not that it really matters because there's gonna be stuff on it, but I think it'll just look a lot nicer. I'm probably not gonna do a pattern. I might just do a single tile on here, but I do have to notch and get around the corner with it. So around the outside of the table, there's gonna be an eighth of an inch grout line as well in between the tile and the molding. So I did a little test jig here. Paint stick is an eighth of an inch, so I just stapled it to a piece of scrap wood. And this will pretty much just ride around the outside just to get the spacing right and have everything even. But yeah, I'm gonna make longer ones with sticks on them, and then I'll just probably tack them right in with some finished nails. Oh man, I'm already sweating. I don't even really start doing any of the real work yet. Let me see. These will work. Just gonna start. Yeah, it doesn't have to be fucking super deep in there. Just gonna start a couple finished nails. Final spacing's good. This one is 4 inches and an eighth of an inch. This one is 4 inches and 1/16 of an inch. So it's gonna be close, but I gotta just mark which one on the bottom so I remember which one goes where. Then I might, like I said, cut a couple more of these regular 4 7/8 or 3 7/8 inch squares. And yeah, and also, before I could even thin set, I'm gonna have to wet sand all these cuts to smooth them out. I completely forgot about that. And that shit's gonna take a long time. Yeah, so I'm moving in a little bit of slow motion right now, just because it's extremely hot. But I am gonna have to pick it up because I just saw that there is a severe thunderstorm risk. I guess at 4 o'clock. It's 2:30 right now. I mean, it looks nice out, but if it gets too bad, I'm not trying to be out here cutting on a metal saw. So I only need to make a few, so this should be pretty quick. 4 1/8 of an inch, and then it's gonna be 3 7/8. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna put the fence on the other side and measure from that side, because I have much better luck with not chipping the tile from the right. Alright, let's try this again. Good cut. Perfect. Can't really tell the difference in the tiles, but that was all it really needed to make sure that grout line matched up. All right, now for the top one, 4 1/16 by 3 7/8. So now all I gotta do is make a quick template. This little tab of cardboard I ripped out this box is actually exactly 20 inches long, so that's good. So all I really had to do is just make 2 notches, account for some grout around the edges, and yeah, get to cutting. All right, so this one's gonna be 7 1/4. It's a big piece to cut. Hopefully it goes all right. Now 20 inches long, and then just 2 notches out of it. But this saw, the max you could cut is up to 11 inches, so I'm just gonna have to measure this and subtract whatever and just set it up on the opposite side and cut, but it'll work. I'm glad I went in there and measured, because it's not 20 inches, it's 18.5. The tabletop is 20 inches. The frame itself is 18.5. So I guess they are right when they say, what do they say? Measured 5 times, cut once, something like that. Yeah, I think 5 1/8 off from the left. Count for the width of the blade. And we should be in business here. All right. Notches both came out absolutely perfect. Piece fit in beautifully. And I just gotta, I don't know, come up with something for the molding in the front. On this side it fits all right. I'm just gonna have to trim the bottom off a little bit, but for here, like I said, I'm gonna try to angle the edges down and make it come flush, because I don't want it to just end right here. It's gonna look a little tacky. But I would like to grind it down, angle it in over here and on the other side to just give it like a nice finished look. But yeah, I couldn't be happier with this thing. Now it's on to stoning these tiles. All right, so all that's really left to be done with these is just to hit it with the wet stone at an angle, just to smooth off like the cut edges. It'll make a big difference between having just like a raw edge that's sharp, especially on a table where my arms will be on it and stuff, you know, on the computer and whatnot. I don't want to end up cutting myself. But yeah, this is just what it takes to give it a finished look to, and it just, you know, it's tedious, but it's the right way to do it, and I want to do it the right way. So yeah, I'm either gonna finish these now, or I'm gonna end up getting struck by lightning, because the storm's coming in pretty quick. But one way or the other, it's gonna get done. I'm gonna cut this one off here. The next video I'll end up putting down some thin set and attempting to set and level these tiles on there. And then once that sits for like a day, and then I could go back and fill in the grout and everything. Oh yeah, before the grout I had to make the moldings, cut them at the angles, everything. I gotta paint those, and yeah, so a little bit left to do, but starting to get to the finishing stages. At least all the tile cutting is done, thank God. But yeah, we're getting there.